today I'd like to talk about Gundam. I've been watching, well, I have seen the original run of Mobile Suit Gundam for the first time. And I feel like there's a lot to discuss. And since I haven't had a lot of time uh, streaming lately, I've decided to do it like this, share my thoughts in this way. So, uh, I think Gundam is generational, and I think Gundam should be watched by everyone, regardless of your, I don't know, heritage or your stance on certain things. Um, it is from the 70s, and you can feel it through the animation, but the actual content in it is quite evergreen. I believe it's not just for Japan in the time and place it was made. I believe, especially given certain current events, I think you should be well acquainted with the original Gundam. My biggest takeaway from it is that, man, a lot of the Japanese creators, auteurs, however you want to put it, basically ripped off Gundam. Like, it's kind of insane. I'll never look at Zone of the Enders the same way again. That much I can tell you. There's a lot of um, there's a lot of stuff in Gundam. For a kids show, it's very mature. I I know that from my cursory examination, I know that Gundam exploded because of the toys, right? The original show, like when it ran, wasn't super popular, and then they made the compilation movies. I haven't seen the compilation movies yet. Maybe later. Like I'm going through Zeta Gundam right now, but the impact that it had, like if you were 10 years old and you bought a super cool Gundam robot toy, or the gun tank, or the gun tank is very silly, but okay. So uh, if if you got a toy and then you watched the cartoon and the first episode is genocide, that's gotta leave an impression. Like I understand why Suda loves his Gundam references like all of the time, because man, there's a lot of stuff you can reference. uh, I am really surprised how well written Amuro is. I think Amuro as a protagonist is very interesting, and he has an arc. He has several arcs. Everyone has some kind of arc. The entire crew of the White Base. I'm not going to spoil too much. I want you to watch it, but the entire cast and crew of the White Base is very well written, Amuro especially. But I really like that you get a lot of little moments. You have the very standard, let's say, Saturday morning cartoon. Okay, here's the villain of the day. Here's the situation of the day. Here's the fight of the day. There's a lot of fights. There's a lot of action, and but I feel like all of the action parts aren't self-serving. Like they exist because of a purpose. Like they have some kind of thematic element to it every time, all of the time. Uh, and it's written really realistic. Like um, you don't get like the power of friendship speech, right? There's no such thing. It's like uh, repeatedly, Amuro is told that he's a soldier and he should act like a soldier, even though he's 15, 16, and he takes it kind of not well. Like it's not good. The entire white base is very young, and man, like I keep putting myself in the context, like in the headspace of a Japanese kid in '79, right? Like you're 10 years old. Your mom and pop survived hell probably, and things are slowly getting there. But you're kind of weirded out about certain things that happened very recently and nobody really wants to talk about. And it's like, and then you get Gundam, and Gundam is not shy about it being World War II in space. Technically half space, half Earth, but sure. And it's like they do not pull any punches. if you were young and impressionable and you've seen Gundam at that time, at that age, in that historical context, you were changed. You were changed as a person. I can totally see that. And from a local perspective here in the glorious land of Slavs, we desperately need a Gundam like that. We desperately need something that would, I don't know, revive national enthusiasm. I'm not sure how to put it, um, because I can see how Gundam single-handedly inspired generations of kids to do something about their country, their heritage, their life in general. It's not just about like war and anti-war and military stuff. It's a coming of age story as well for Amuro, but there are also elements for adults in there as well, like with Bright and Mirai and Zayla and Char. Oh my God, Char. Um, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything because I really want you to watch it for yourself if you haven't. Uh, like with other things in my life, I would like to do a long form video. That's not gonna happen probably. But, there's so much to talk about. The one takeaway I want you to have from this video, from this little short discussion, go watch Gundam. You should watch Gundam. I'm kind of shocked how well it handles things and how timeless it is. If you feel like ye old ancient animation of 60 years ago is going to be a problem for you, well, then the themes might be a problem for you too. Like you need deal with it. uh, it's honestly not bad at all. Like I feel like the animation for it, given the time of it, I think it's great. There's a lot of beautiful matte paintings, and in general, I feel like again they put in a lot of little details. There's one scene. Uh, I'm not gonna spoil exactly, but there is one scene where you have there are three kids on board of the white base, and when I say kids, I mean kids. I think they're like 4 or 5 or something. And usually they're paired with the little cute robot that I forgot the name of right now, but they're usually together and they're like the comic relief. There's not a lot of comic relief, honestly. So they have like one comic scene every 6 episodes or something. And there's a moment where a character dies. It's an important character. And everyone on the white base is saluting and they're crying. And it's not not good. And then you have like this one shot of the three of them, and they're like also saluting kind of awkwardly. They don't know how to salute. They don't really know what's going on. Not really. But they know like everyone else is like feeling sad, so they should be sad? Question mark. And the little fucking robot also is saluting like he's got like two bunny ears. I'm gonna say bunny ears, and he's also like awkwardly half saluting, and it's like a cut that lasts like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and that cut is the most impactful thing about that scene, in my opinion. Like, and there are many little moments like that in Gundam where the major bits are let's say more standard fare, but then you have these little touches which are like, okay, yeah, these people went through some shit, like and any other things that I can mention right now are spoilers, so I don't want to spoil anything. Uh, if you haven't seen Gundam, if you are um, if you are scared, if you are what's the word I'm looking for? You shouldn't be scared of the amount of episodes. There's like 40 something, 50 something. It's the usual runtime. Take the time out of your schedule to watch at least an episode a day. I feel like it's worth it. I feel like you should take some lessons out of Gundam. I highly recommend it. I am currently watching Zeta Gundam. I'm not gonna say anything about it yet. I want to see the whole thing. So I'm hooked. I'm gonna go through the rest of Gundam, at least Universal Century. Uh, But if everything is going, like if everything is going to be in the same modus operandi, then yeah, I think that's going to be very nice. Watch Gundam. As a Suda fan, you should watch Gundam. As a Kojima fan, you should watch Gundam if you haven't. It's been a long time coming for me, so don't get discouraged. You should watch it. That's it. On a completely unrelated note, this, in our bay, is the USS Gerard R. Ford, an American naval vessel. Apparently, they're here just for maintenance. So, you know, just saying, you should watch Gundam.